And welcome in to be your guest. And today we are very thrilled to have with us Chief Grayboys. I think that what we would love to see is, instead of criticism, praise for the changes that have been good, but not only that, to get all of us as partners with our police system, because we're all in this together, and we all have the same goal, of making our city even better, safer. And I think if there are any ways that you specifically would like for us as people who live here, what would you like us to do? Now that was one when we're talking about the cameras.
Right, that's a great question. I would say get involved with, if you have a camera system at your home, especially on the exteriors, that's showing what's going on in your neighborhood, then I would highly encourage people to get enrolled in our Star Watch system. And at the same time, of course, when people see things, they definitely need to make sure that they're calling them in and they do their best to give us the best description of whoever they see doing the illegal or suspicious activity as possible. A lot of times people don't always call things in, and that makes it harder. So people need to make sure that they're being observant and they're calling things in when they see them. At the same time, people need to look out for each other. I mean, if you see something strange with a person that, like is a neighbor of yours and they might need some help, don't be afraid to contact the authorities to let them know there's a situation going on, because then we can look at it. If there's nothing to it, then nobody's hurt. But if there's something to it, a person reaching out might be the difference between a victim and somebody not being victimized. So we want people to participate. And lastly, another thing, and this is a real important way to participate, encourage young people who are looking for work or looking for a future to become part of the solution, to actually join us. We are hiring now. We are always hiring. And if people were to go to joinmgmblue.com, they could literally fill out an application for police officer. They could fill out an application for police cadet if they're under the age of 19. They could fill out an application either for corrections, or they might want to join if it's somebody who says, I don't want to be a police officer, but let's say I've reached retirement, but I still want to give back. Well, we call a VIP program, and you can join a volunteer and police service unit and actually help us with some of the things we do, whether it's like doing some home patrols or some functions that we do to kind of help folks out in the neighborhood. We do have a volunteer program, so it's worth joining it. People can get involved by going to by our Citizens Police Academy that we do. That Citizens Police Academy, we run it at least 2 to 3 times a year. And it's a great way to actually get involved and understand what the police department is actually doing day in and day out. And I think people need to be able to look at things also objectively. Questions I'd be asking a lot of times is like, when people do complain, it's like, people are entitled to complain. And when they complain to me, of course, a lot of times I utilize that to actually look into things. But I'd also say, people need to be objective in saying, hey, are things quite the same now, objectively, as they were last year? And were they objectively the same last year as they were, let's say, 2 years ago? That's how you can really gauge what's actually happening. And I think that's really important. And to, when you look at news stories, make sure you actually read the small print as well as the headlines. Because headlines, only tell a very small part of the story.
Well, we appreciate you, and I think that what we'd like to get across is we have got to all be working together, because I know you care. And we need to step in there, all of us, and help. Thank you so much for always being willing to come talk.
Yes, ma'am.
We appreciate it, and we'll have you back again, because I know you're really busy.
No, I appreciate it a great deal.
And thank you for being with us, and we'll be right back.